If you're into making popular recipes from scratch, then today we're making Japanese curry roux cubes. It's a very easy recipe to make homemade Japanese curry rice. So for this, you need some spices and ingredients. Let's take a look. To a non-stick frying pan, add the following: 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 1.5 teaspoons of cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, 1 to 2 sticks of cinnamon, you can adjust later, 1 bay leaf, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, 1 star anise, the whole spice, 6 cloves, 4 green cardamom pods, and it's best to use the seeds only if your grinder can't really grind finely. 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. If you don't have the whole spice, you can use the ground powder. 8 fresh curry leaves. Now we're going to place the pan on heat, and on a medium heat, we're going to toast these spices for 2 to 4 minutes until the spices start to pop and are really fragrant and the leaves are dehydrated. Remove from the pan as soon as it's done because the heat will cause the spices to get brown. So once it's cooled off a bit, we're going to add to our spice grinder along with further spices: 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried tangerine or orange peel, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 3/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of mild or hot chili powder according to taste, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt flakes. If you don't have this, you can add garlic powder along with 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, and 1/4 teaspoon of dried sage, as well as a 1/4 teaspoon of celery salt or celery seeds, whichever you have. I usually give it a taste, and cinnamon is an important ingredient. If I can't really taste the cinnamon, I always add a little bit more. I ground it once again and the curry powder is ready. Set this aside. Wipe the pan clean, add 35 grams of butter, and as it melts, add 1 to 2 teaspoons of dark brown sugar along with 1.5 cups of vegetable oil, and heat this up. And as it heats up, we're going to add 1.5 cups of plain flour. Now we're going to keep stirring this, and I do recommend using a deeper pan, but I'm making do with this one. Keep stirring until the color changes gradually. Do this on a medium heat, stirring frequently till the color starts to change into a light golden color. We're also adding 1 teaspoon of tomato paste and stir this in thoroughly. So this process takes 6 to 10 minutes. Once the color has changed, we're going to add in the prepared curry powder, all of it, and stir it in till it's uniformly mixed. So we're going to prepare a baking sheet or baking pan lined with parchment paper here, and we're going to pour in this curry roux. Place this in the freezer until it's completely set. Now, since I am using vegetable oil instead of all butter, it won't set into completely solid cubes like the store-bought version. Especially in a tropical climate, they will melt at room temperature. If you prefer, you can use all butter and they will be more solid. But I prefer the taste of vegetable oil compared to butter for my Japanese curry. So this is how I prepare it. You can also opt to use vegan butter or shortening to make more solid cubes. It basically depends on your taste and flavor choices. So for this recipe, using mostly vegetable oil, you could also store the cubes in paste form in a glass bottle in the fridge, and you could scoop out 2 to 3 tablespoons per curry according to taste, and that's great as well. But for those who prefer to make the all butter version, you can follow the step of placing the roux in the freezer and cutting into cubes to use the solid cubes in cooking. I hope you enjoyed this recipe video on how to make Japanese curry cubes. The next video I'll be posting will be how to make Japanese curry using these cubes or store-bought curry cubes. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.